This is a call to order of the Mount Healthy City Schools Board of Education regular meeting. This is a meeting of the Board of Education in public and is not to be considered a public meeting. Can we please have a roll call?
Yes. Ms. Anderson?
Present.
Ms. Bryant? Mrs. Ellis?
Present.
Mr. Kilgore?
Here.
Dr. Turner?
Here.
Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that green light came on. Did it go off? No, it's on. I shouldn't say. Okay. Board members have had a chance to look at the agenda. Is there any additions or corrections that you'd like to make? Okay. Can I have a motion to accept the agenda for February the 7th, 2022, regular meeting of the Mount Healthy Board of Education?
So moved.
Second.
Who said?
Dr. Turner.
Oh. Is there any discussion? Can we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Bryant?
Yes.
Mrs. Ellis?
Yes.
Mr. Kilgore?
Yes.
Dr. Turner?
Yes.
Okay. All board members should have had a chance to read the minutes of the organizational and regular meeting that was held on January the 10th. Can I have a motion to accept them?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Can we have roll call, please?
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Bryant?
Yes.
Mrs. Ellis?
Yes.
Mr. Kilgore?
Yes.
Dr. Turner?
Yes.
All right, do you have anything from the Mount Healthy Teachers Association?
No.
Okay, any communications or announcements?
No.
Okay, any presentations?
No.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm gonna give the Great Oaks Board meeting, a report, from January because we're having them on the same week, this last month and this month. Okay, the board elected Bill Ferguson, Hamilton County Educational Service Center, as chair of the Great Oaks Board of Directors, and Mary Cleveland of Princeton School Board was elected vice chair. The board was then sworn in by Ohio State Senator Louis W. Blessing III. David Rogers, representing Marymount City Schools, was seated as the newest board member. Chair Bill Ferguson appointed the following to serve in leadership roles for 2022. Me and this is having a problem. Ron Friend, Fairfield Local, as the parliamentarian, Jim Perdue Redding as the legislative liaison, and Terry Gibson Laughlin, ACTE liaison. The committee leaders, Mary Cleveland, Princeton Administrative and Human Resources, Sandy Harris from the HCESC is Building and Assets, Catherine Lorenz, Loveland Education, Program Design and Evaluation, J.B. Stanford of Wilmington, Financial and Investments, Al Long, North College Hill, Planning and Policy, and Fred Hunt, HCESC Salary. Acknowledgement of board service. One-term award went to Amber Ballard, Julie Casey, and Kyle Nicholas. Two-term award, Al Long, Gary West. Three-term award, Mark Christman, Fred Hunt, and Kathy Swami. And fourth-term award went to Ken White. Fifth-term award, Ron Fance. Fran and Catherine Lorenz. Meeting schedule. Regular monthly committee and board meetings were set for the second Wednesday of each month. Annual comprehensive financial report for fiscal year 2021. Treasurer CFO Ben Van Horn presented the the latest annual comprehensive financial report to the board. A copy will be available in the district website. And that's it. Okay, legislative.
Thank you. It's short tonight. The state report card, the State Board of Education's Performance and Impact Committee is developing new rules for the state report card as a result of the recently enacted House Bill 82, which revised the state report card beginning with the 2021-22 school year. The rules will establish cut scores, component descriptions, and rating descriptions for each of the components and the overall rating. As the committee works to set the cut scores, committee members must factor in the 50% rating rule, which requires no more than half of districts or buildings to earn the same performance rating in any component or overall rating. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than that, but I didn't figure you wanted me to read you the whole thing, so that's it.
Yeah, I went through a session where they explained that whole thing. I don't know why I got on there and listened to all of that. But I did. Still don't know no more than what. Okay, treasurer's report.
Certainly. A and B will be done at the next board meeting with the February reports, since this was so early this month. This meeting was so early. But I would like to recommend C, authorize the treasurer to create the following account, class of 2023, 200-9023.
So moved.
I'll second
Is there any questions? Can we have roll call, please?
Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Bryant?
Yes.
Mrs. Ellis?
Yes.
Mr. Kilgore?
it. Yes.
Dr. Turner?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, superintendent's report.
Thank you. Item A is just informational items. We have 15 sewing machines that we found at the high school that are actually over 40 years old. We took them to see if they could be repaired. The cost of repair is more than what it would cost to replace the sewing machines. So the repair shop has said they are unrepairable. So we just wanted to put that out as an informational item. We will be just getting rid of them, throwing them away, but wanted to make note of it so that it was on record. We're excited that we did apply for a grant for a new school bus, and we were accepted for that. We have representation from transportation here. So the Ohio Department of Education gave the district $139,740 to purchase and replace 2 buses. So we are very excited about getting this grant, because every time we get some grant money, then that's money that we don't have to spend out of one of our other funds. So just informational item for everyone. Item B is just something we note every year, that it's a recommendation to authorize membership in the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Schools eligible for membership are those that include 1 or more grades at the 7 through 12 level. We have Mount Healthy High School and Mount Healthy Junior High. It's agreed that these schools will conduct their athletic programs in accordance with the Constitution, bylaws, regulations, business rules, interpretations, and decisions of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and this resolution shall remain in effect for the 2022-2023 school year.
Can I have a motion to accept it?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion, questions?
Yeah, I do have one. I may be mistaken. I know, not the last contract, but the contract several years ago with Peterman, that in their contract, they were also going to supply 2 new buses. Is that still in effect?
We'll check on that. Gary, do you
Okay.
know if that's in effect?
No.
Okay.
That's
We'll
been-
check, because I think we're in negotiations right now. The Peterman contract is coming to an end,
Okay?
and so Gary will check on
Okay,
that.
because I
and
know in
report back.
previous contract, that was part of the agreement, that they would supply 2 new buses.
Every year? or-
Every year.
Okay, yeah, check on that, please. Yeah, great.
Yeah, I remember that,
And Gary will email, make a note, Gary will email you, Mr. Kilgore,
Okay.
and we can check things.
But that's not to say that, you know, we shouldn't use the grant money to go ahead and buy
Right.
2 of them buses, because,
But that'd be 4.
right, because we want to continue that, because for
Right.
some reason we decided not to use Peterman, those
Yes.
buses that Peterman had bought or purchased. We'll be going with Peterman,
Right.
but the new buses for the grants we keep.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Any other questions? Do we have roll call, please?
Yes. Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
Ms. Bryant? Mrs. Ellis?
Yes.
Mr. Kilgore?
Yes.
Dr. Turner?
Yes.
Thank you. Item C is our consent agenda, and there are several things listed. It's not usually very big this time of year. One thing I did want to highlight was under substitute teachers, raising the amount that we are paying our substitute teachers to be more competitive with our surrounding school districts. It's been a challenge to get substitute teachers this year, and so we're raising the rate a little bit. Dr. Ogden, did you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as Dr. Hawkins pointed out, we wanted to land kind of in the middle of the pack on this, meaning we certainly don't want to be the lowest, but we also, fiscal stewardship, we don't want to be the highest, and it is such a balancing act, not just Ohio, but across the nation. There's extreme shortages of subs, of teachers, of aides, secretaries, bus drivers. We're in unprecedented times, and if you talk to anybody from legal, that, we have to keep up with the pack, so this is where we landed. And I feel, not only will it, garner a couple more subs, but also it's always nice, to be competitive, and for those substitute teachers that day in, day out, help out now, help you. It will be a win for the district.
Great, thank you. And the rest are just normal changes. Do anybody have any questions on?
Are we having problems not getting subs?
Oh,
Everybody's having.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
And when I say that, I'm not being facetious, that's a great question. So as the HR director, I'm a member of Southwest Ohio Personnel Association, SWOPA. I'm also the regional representative for the Ohio Personnel Administrator Association in OASPA. And it is something we talk about every single month. We, as central office administrators and building administrators, have often difficult classrooms. Really, when we go through it, that is one of the biggest variables. And that everybody, when I say everybody, I mean holistically in the state and country, are struggling to keep schools open. It's a real thing.
It's nationwide.
Nationwide. In certain states, they've called out the National Guard to run buses.
Yeah, and, that was one of those things I heard in that thing, that they were allowing 18-year-olds to
Mm-hmm.
help in the classroom.
Right.
Scary.
So, oh, I was
Yes.
just sitting next to you last year.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, whatever it calls to get things and to keep it all together, I guess that's what we have to do. Any other questions? Okay, can we have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So move.
Was that you, Julie? ain't gonna ask you, I got any questions. Oh, could we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Anderson,
Yes.
Ms. Bryant, Mrs. Ellis,
Yes.
Mr. Kilgore,
Yes.
Dr. Turner.
And one last thing, I wanted informational item. We will be closed on 2/14, the day after the Super Bowl, so everyone can celebrate the win of the Cincinnati Bengals next Monday.
Win or lose, huh?
Yeah, so we
We're gonna
are,
win.
we're doing some activities this week in the schools to gear up for that. Missy is involved in getting some of that out. The principals are calling home, sending messages with Class Dojo, just reminding families, but I did want to note it tonight.
They are not gonna be in school.
They will not be in school
Okay.
on the 14th.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's all for me.
Yeah, okay. There are no special orders that I know of. Does anybody want to discuss anything? Okay. All right. The date of the next Board of Education meeting will be Monday, March the 21st, 2022 at 6 p.m. If there's no further business to come before this board, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
Ms. Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Have we any discussion about it?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Good job.
All right, that's the end of this meeting.